don't even consider, man.
That's right. And you just read Proverbs 22:3, talking about the simple pass on and are punished. That's these simpletons that's out here today. That's why the Lord said in Proverbs 1, how long these simple ones will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorn, and fools hate knowledge. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know.
Yep.
My people do not consider. They don't even consider, man. They don't even care, man. Our people are blind. They beside as children. Man, our people messed up and they need healing, man. Spiritually, physically, they just gone out backwards, man.
Yep. Going away backsliding, as the scriptures say.
Time to just keep on reading on it then. It says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Iniquity is sin after sin, just letting it pile up.
Yep.
It says, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken anymore? All the affliction, all the slavery that he put on us, and they still don't get it, man. They just won't get it, man. It says, he will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the heart faint. Meaning from the head, people on down, man. Who is some of our so-called leaders?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
People honor him because he got money. That's
right,
it. Like the scriptures say, that rich man they extol him to the
There's
clouds.
certain of our people are just coming out and saying, the entertainers of our people are not our leaders.
That's right. That's right.
All they do is just it's just like entertainment. It's just a pastime. Or in many cases, we might listen to our music, or go to their movies or whatever. But as far as just like, so I'm gonna get the scripture real quick.
Can also call for Isaiah 30.
All right, Sirach 38. All right, Sirach 38 and 32. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. Now this, of course, it's alluding, when you read a few precepts up, it's alluding to like, our people that actually have, useful occupations, that today that could be talking about, a doctor or a lawyer, but nonetheless, those entertainers are, lumped into the category of, people that are important for some reason. But here's what the scriptures have to say, verse 33. They shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken. But they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desire is in the work of their craft.
Yep.
So they're not on that level like people perceive them, to be.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep. They're all they focused on is, like you said, they craft, their music, how they can further themselves in deeper, captivity.
Samuel L. Jackson, I had a few friends of the family, that were into acting, so like they, crossed paths with him, and they would he would always he would have that same type of diligence, that we strive to have, as far as the work is concerned. People would knock on his door and ask him if he wanted to go out, and he was like, no, I'm practicing my craft. It's just as an extra. They're all about their occupation.
And what the scriptures say, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him. We have called him to be, a soldier. You got it.
Called us out of darkness into this marvelous light.
That's right. The water.
This is Mark chapter 13, verse 28. Now learn a parable of this fig tree. When her branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near.
Our people can tell when summer's coming because they is observing the times. But we can tell that America's destruction is coming because we is observing the times. You can look up at the sky and say, hey, it's clouds, it's about to rain. Oh, well, the sun is going down, it's about to be nighttime.
So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, now that is nigh, even at the doors.
And that's exactly what the lesson is about, man. The things that's coming is starting to what? Come to pass. But you won't know if you not reading, looking, and up on it, man. If you in the know, then you in the know. But our people blind. They walk up and down, shopping. They is giving into marriage and drinking. Yeah, drinking and giving
Get that.
into marriage, man.
Matthew 24:38.
Verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
So whatever he says gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It ain't one scripture in this book, one prophecy in this book that's not gonna come to pass. You got prophecies in the Old Testament that haven't came to pass yet, but they are gonna come to pass.
Con. That's right. Malachi 4:1 is one of them.
That's right.
But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
You don't know the time, man. So the best thing to do is give your whole diligence to be on the Most High's good side.
Mm-hmm.
Second Ezra 9:1 says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. Right. And all those things is coming to pass, man. You know, all those things that's mentioned, the uproars of the people, the hearing of wars, rumors of wars. All right. The fact that we're in a trade war with China right now is showing you that the Lord about to visit this place, man. You got it.
Let's
You
see
got it.
how.
Go
This
ahead.
is Isaiah chapter 29.
He's about to visit the world, right?
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder
With what?
and with earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
That's exactly what you see, man. You got places that's still on fire.
Australia,
Australia,
Amazon,
Hollywood, the Amazon,
Hong Kong, I believe, all the protests, wherever the protests
Everywhere,
at,
man.
they causing fire.
California's still on fire, man. It's been
Yep.
like 2 years, man. It's still burning, man.
Yep.
Still burning.
Yep.
And that's all what? The spirit of the Most High. Because
Yep.
he is a consuming fire himself.
That's right.
Quick read.
Get Luke 12:49 also. Go ahead.
That's the spirit.
Luke chapter 12, verse 49.
Come.
I am come to send fire on the earth,
Come.
and what will I if it be already kindled?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so that before the Lord even come back, it's going to be fire on this earth.
Mhm.
Just like the brothers was making mention how you got fire in diverse places now. Then, before the Lord comes, these missiles is going to, basically set this place on fire. Then the Lord is going to come back and send more fire, man. So this place is going to be utterly desolate once, the Lord get through with this place. When you read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it talks about, the war of Yahushua going to war with these different other nations, man.
Hey, the book of Matthew say it shall not be one stone on top of another, man.
That's right.
So all these buildings is gonna be dissolved, melted, ruined, totally desolate. I think it's 39,
I'm gonna read this real quick.
Come. Go ahead.
It's Acts 2 and 19. It says, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor and smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come.
Come.
Yeah, like the blood moon, you know what I'm saying? And they just had what's it called? Eclipse, I believe, on the 12th, something like that. Yeah, and it was like the last one in so long or something. But anyways, the Lord is showing different signs and wonders, showing his chariots more often. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he said before the great day of the Lord. So, you know, just like you was just bringing out.
Yeah, I believe land backing off you. If it wasn't an eclipse, it was either a meteor shower. I think I seen something about it, but they were saying it's the last of the decade.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Last of this decade before it switched to 2020. You know, and that's some signs in the heavens.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which is in their fury, lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
So all these things were created for vengeance. That's how you know it's the Most High bringing vengeance on this earth. Because fire was created for what? Vengeance.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is.
They shall be ready upon earth when need is. Now is the time for the need of the fire, of the hell, of the spirits that are created for vengeance. The Most High is angry, man. He is angry. He is furious. He wants to bring vengeance on a place that he created to be beautiful for us.
Get Isaiah 13:6, and get Isaiah, I believe it's 60. If not 60, it's 62. 62:1. I'm sorry, 63. Go ahead.
And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
Yeah, so they're gonna stand in and they're gonna rejoice in the commandment of the Lord.
The day of vengeance in my heart.
Yep.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 4.
Start up, Baba Kasha.
I'm gonna start at the top.
Come.
This Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, who is dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel.
That's right.
Traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right, and we know that Basra is a chief prominent city that of the Edomites, and we know that today they primarily dwell here in the soils of Babylon, though they scattered. Yeah, but they scattered across the four corners of the earth also. You got some in Africa, you got some in Russia, so on and so forth, Europe, you know, but primarily where they dwell is here in America, man.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Where are
And he's coming to save.
Israel?
Con.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right, and that's the ancient world method of how you get wine. You put the grapes in a bucket and stump them out, and they liken it unto the destruction that when he comes, how you would get that the blood of the grapes, the juice on your garments, is likened unto the blood of the people, man.
It says,
that shows you how angry the Lord is.
I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments.
That's right.
And I will stain all my raiment.
That's right.
For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
That's right.
And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered, and there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury is up, it upheld me.
So, hey, man, you just read it. The day of vengeance burneth in his heart. You know? He said in Isaiah 47:3, he said, when I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. All right? The Lord come back in an angelic being, one that you can have bound up again as you could aforetime, you know, by the Romans. Y'all got it.
It's Isaiah 42, and we start at 13. It says, and Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall store up jealously like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time, and so like I just want to say too, I remember, I think it was on the day of the day of Atonement. There was the Iranian army was trying to shoot the chariots, and they couldn't even make no contact.
That's right.
You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Hey, that's a good precept. Bring that back up for sure.
It says, Isaiah 42 and 13 says, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. One more actually. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs, and I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools.
The Lord gonna send that famine as well, man. You know, a lot of people, you know, don't understand how bad it is to go out by a famine. You know, if you die of a famine in the time of Jacob's trouble, then the Lord really must have hated you.
4:9. Lamentations 4:7, 4:9.
About to
Hey, like the brother was just making mention of, he said he'll destroy mountains and hills. Now, metaphorically speaking, that could be governments also, which, like the brother quoted, there shall not be found one stone upon another. All right, those buildings in which they dwell, they doing all these lies and secrecy in, because there's articles coming out recently. I'm talking like yesterday of the NSA lying, CIA lying, okay, to the courts and whatnot, and them having licenses to kill. All that's going to be done away with. And even speaking in the physical aspect, that those hills and mountains, this place in general is going to be destroyed. All right, that's what's coming. Destruction, thermonuclear destruction by fire.